difficult in saying no without guilt. Because you can say no, and then you go beat yourself up.
Yeah, so I get
Like, oh my God, I said no. How come I said no? How will she take it? Does she? And then you're texting somebody all the time because you said no to them. So you are a people pleaser. Because if that person insists even a minute, you will say yes. Then I have constantly prioritizing others over you.
oh my God. Jeez, I think as a victim, and I was, but not anymore. Jeez, long story, also the little in my book. But hey, I remember my first years in marriage, like how you make all the mistakes in the world and all that, and now you found the perfect thing.
Yeah.
And you literally want to erase your past.
You're holding a glass.
Yes, now that was me. I'm like, all the mistakes I made in my previous relationships, I'm not making them anymore. Now, and I was doing things within my power.
Yes.
So I literally had to put my life aside to please my husband, to please my child. You get?
Yeah.
And Julie, it's the worst place to be at, because you literally live a fake life, a life that is not yours. And guess what? This person you're with, you're selling a fake version of you. And you are going to believe that.
And there's a way when you're unhappy inside, there's a way it shows on the outside, and it's so bad.
It's so
Because why? Do you know why it's so bad? You can't see it.
You can't. Unfortunately, you can't.
You think you're faking it up here and you're okay. But the inside, there's a way something literally comes out.
I remember that season of my life where I literally had to put myself aside to prioritize all these other things, but me. You get all these other things, but me. I was lost. I was suffocating. I was screaming, inside. I'm like, no, this is not me. So
there's feeling drained and resentful, but continuing the cycle. That's what we've just talked about. It's costly.
You're drained
on your mental health. You start being bitter because your own interests are not like fulfilled, and yet all the time you're trying to do it for someone else. You are not doing it for yourself. So when you're pleasing somebody, you think you're going to get something out of it. No, it's the other person benefiting, because the person benefiting will not be angry. They will be happy, and they will know how to take advantage of you. They will know what to do for you to do.
Yes.
You know, there's something they call narcissism.
Mm.
So the more you feed this behavior, the more it affects you. So you're so drained. It's like going to a workplace that you don't want to be in. You have to go, but you're resentful. You start a morning and you're so angry. You don't want to see your boss. You don't want to talk to anybody. Someone comes and says hi to you, and it's like they just insulted you. So there's that.
Yeah.
You struggle with decision making. Thank God I've seen this, because I had even forgotten about it. You struggle with decision making due to fear of disappointing others or making them angry. You can fail to rate your book because for some reason your husband told you there's something you can't rate in that book. You're going to doubt everything in that book, even those that are okay. Because you're like, now if I do this, my mom will be angry. My sister may not take it well, or my friend. Or let me make it about work. You're scared of taking the next step in your career because you have promised somebody or you've promised your boss that you're going to be the best in this department, and you might find a ladder and you fail to climb because there's a best you have promised here. You can't even make a decision to get out of torture or to get out of a bad decision. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I can actually relate. I can relate to that. Still, mostly I use my life examples and experiences. My husband is into farming. He loves farming. He's so much. And on the other hand, I am so much into real estate from way back. And it has been my goal, my target to, buy land, blah, 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 blah. So it is every year I have to purchase land every year. That was my target. So I save towards the end of the year, I buy a piece of land. And I've been doing that for a very long time until I got into marriage and I had to put all my dreams and everything aside. But remember, my husband never asked me to do that. Yeah. So my husband is growing and I'm stuck. He's growing, he's investing in the things he's doing, he loves doing. He's investing in farming. Like his life is prospering, He has something to look up to,
Yeah.
And I'm just here, all in the name, okay, I'm trying to support my husband, but I'm not even supporting him. Because trust me, you can't say that you're supporting someone when you're suffocating inside. That is not genuine. You get? It's not genuine, yes. So I think I can relate to that. Until I healed, until God gave me that peace, like, okay, Lily, snap out of this. You have a life. You get? You have a life. I don't want to say I wasn't happy, but no one wants to be stagnant. No one wants to be...
You don't even want to see something.
You don't
want to, because when you look back 5 years ago,
that's why you find...
it's frustrating. Like if every time they say, oh, look back 5 years ago, where were you? If you're still in the same place, it hurts so much.
Julie, I've read stories of wives, couples who resent the others. They resent their partners, their spouses, because of what? You chose not to take a step. You chose not to make a decision. You get? And then your partner did, or your spouse did, and then now you're resenting them. You're mad because they are prospering and you're not.
You didn't take a step when you had to.
When you had to. So really, that speaks to me.
In the end, you're exhausted.
Jesus Christ.
Your whole energy is burnt out. You can't do anything. You don't have love for nothing because you think people have disappointed. Apparently, people have disappointed.
And yet the problem is you.
Like you.
You want to blame everyone else but you.
You don't even know who you are. You have lost your identity because all you have been doing is serving other people's identities. You're lost in there. You're lost in someone's dream.
Oh my God.
Because
that is so powerful. Jesus.
Because you think I am helping someone, I'm supporting. You're lost in farming, yet you want real estate.
Real estate.
You're mad. You're like, why isn't my husband supporting me the way let's head it now that you're supporting him.
But what is it there to support? You have not started. You have not made a decision. Literally, he would really want to support you, but what do you have? Nothing. What will I support?
Where do I
You get the point?
Where do I start from? Wow. It enables unhealthy relationships. People pleasers attract manipulators.
That is true, 100%.
If you have decided to please somebody, it's like a prison of some sort, because they will always know what to do for you. Like I said it before, they will always know what to say to trigger you. Because they know you are people pleaser. They'll be like, if I come to this person and I cry a bit, there's money coming through.
Money coming through, yes.
This, I remember I borrowed money to give it to someone. Okay, someone asked me for money. Man, I did not have money as well. I was in A level, I think. Someone wanted like 11,000. So I was like, what do I do? I don't have money. Actually, someone saved me from that mistake. And I kept when I looked where I can. And I wasn't someone who picks from, because at home we would just go. My parents' bag would be there because she would be like, go and get money and buy that one. I was not someone who is to pick money. That has never been me. God knows. But at some point I was like, should I pick money and give that person? Because now I'm thinking of how will I see it if I don't come through? How will they see it? So I was like, no, this is not me. Let me ask another friend to give me money so that I can give this person. So I call this friend. He was that guy. So I'm like, hi, how are you? I have a problem. I'm like, okay, what's wrong? I'm like, I need 11,000. And he could give me that money. By the time I asked him, I knew he could. He's like, what is the money for? I'm like, I have a friend who needs some money. He has already asked me. He needs transport to go and do this important thing. Then he asked me, are you the only person that person knows? And I'm like, no, but he's like, Judy, in your life, never borrow money to give somebody. If you don't have, and you are trying to go into debt to give someone else, if this money was for you to do for you something, I would gladly give it to you. But you're going into a debt for somebody. Are you sure that person can go into debt for you? You guys are young, but I was young. But I got mad at the person. I was like, okay, why is he even, I didn't get it until I grew up and I asked somebody for money and I asked them to borrow money and give me. And then they were like, hey, madam, you want me to go into debt for you? That rang. And I'm like, but that person didn't give me the money. I also didn't give the other person money. So I kept on thinking, so I'll be in debt for 11,000 for someone else. But how do you grow from that? Honesty, financially, if you're borrowing money to give to people, how would you?
Yeah, there is something you mentioned that has really spoken to me. When you love someone, you would really you can literally do anything
for them. Yes.
But there is something you mentioned. Can that person
do the same? Can they even?
Can they? Because I'll give you an example. I think I can borrow money.
Yeah.
For my husband. Yeah. And for my sister. My sister is actually my best friend, Piti. Yes. I can borrow money for you, Judy.
Yes.
Because I know you would actually do the same.
But
can that person do the same for me?
Exactly.
Can that person do the same for me? So, that's tricky. That's a bit tricky.
Okay, it's also there are levels to our relationships.
Yes.
Because there's somebody you've gone literally through everything with, that even if they did not do that for you, you'd be like, but not even if they didn't go through for you like that, you'll be like, but why? But then there's somebody random, somebody high friend, we catch a vibe when we catch a vibe, and they come to you and they're like, borrow from me. Because like I said, relationships have levels. You feel cool with somebody, but they're not friends like that.
Yes.
And they need your help. But because Lily, I have witnessed people not give me help when I needed it.
And it's common.
And yet from time and again, I have done it. And I quit blaming them and I started blaming myself. Because I built everything I did for them. I built expectation on everything I was doing for them that they did ask me to do.
Yes.
And I'd be young, I was like, so you mean so and so did not even manage to? Because I've been in tough conditions in my life. I remember there's a time I knocked with my uncle's car. By the way, if there's a time in my life I've been scared, when I called my sister and I was like, can you imagine I'm going to jail? And when I'm going to jail, oh my God, I knocked someone's wall, and we didn't even know that there was a child that could even be moving, but there was a child down there. And for the first time in my life, I looked at this child. I'm like, is he dead? God, am I mad? I was thinking of things. I was scared, Lady. I was so scared. But the person I called, after all that, like, of course, it had been settled, the child was alive, the wall could be built, the car could be fixed. I called somebody and I asked them, I told them the story. This is somebody I expected to be there for me. Lily, after having that conversation and telling that person how scared I was, he went off like, okay, bye, hope you feel better. He called me. Actually, no, we didn't even go deep into the conversation. I told him this was happening and this, and he was like, oh, okay, I'll get back to you. So I figured maybe the person is dead. He got back to me after 3 days. You understand? Do you know 3 days when you're scared? Like, your life could literally end in a minute. The person called him back after 3 days. I think that was God that day. I was like, do you know what? This is not it.
But do you know what I can maybe what I could add on to what we've been talking about? Yeah, I think when we do things for people, we should be mindful. Again, be it you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Yes. Because trust me, Julie, if I am a giver, yeah, and that is a grace that God has given you or given me or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll give without expecting anything in return. And it saves you a lot of, trouble and all that because you don't expect anything from people, okay? So all these things we do, we need to be candid with ourselves. Even when we are pleasing people. There are some people you will think they are people pleasers, but when it's actually them, just them.
Yeah, that's a giving.
That is the grace on their lives, yeah?
I think the people pleasing comes in when it hurts you if they don't come through.
Yes.
Because so the what? Yeah. So when someone is a people pleaser, they'll get mad that
you're not doing the same.
Because now me, that's when it came in that it hurt me. That's when I noticed that, you know what? I'm doing these things to please
people, doing them for.
Yeah, I think we're going to close this. We're going to close this with at least something that can break the habit.
Something that can break the habit. Julie, sometimes people do things unknowingly.
Yeah.
When they just find themselves doing them. And then at the end of the day, it hurts and you're lost. You don't even know you got there, Yes. So what I can say is go back to the drawing board. And to me, my drawing board is the Bible.
Yeah.
Is God. What does God say about you? Yeah. Do I have to do anything to please God?
Do I have to do anything to be liked?
To be liked? He sacrificed himself for me.
Yeah.
And he doesn't expect anything in return.
Sure.
You get? So I know I am loved and I don't have to do anything for me to prove my love to God. Yes. He loves me anyway. You get? With all my flaws, my insecurities and all those things. Yeah? So from that place, I know I'm loved. That is my identity in Christ. So even when I do these things, I'll ask myself, okay, I'm doing this. Am I doing it for Julie to love me? Because God is everything. Everything. So if I don't have to do anything to please God, why do I have to do so much to please people? Okay? So it comes from a place of you need to know your identity. You need to be firm. You need to be firm.
And by the identity is something people don't focus on, but it's serious. It's serious. You think you know yourself, but you
don't. And how will you know yourself? It's a reflection. You know what the Bible says?
Yeah.
As he is, so am I. So, by the way, I always tell this to my friends, and especially those who are transitioning into leadership and all that. Jesus Christ Yeah, Jesus Christ is, how do they call it? You know, like how they say, you want to become a model, then this is what you need to focus on and all that.
Yeah.
More like, not really idol. What better word can I use? Always refer to Jesus.
Yeah. As a model.
As a model. Yes, as your model.
Yeah.
If Jesus was in this situation right now,
What would he do?
what would he do? Okay?
Yeah.
If Julie came to me and she needs money desperately, maybe her life depends on that. Yes, we are not tight, we are not cool, and I don't expect her to do the same. What would Jesus do? Okay? So if you are found with your identity, with who you are in Christ,
Yeah.
it will give you the confidence to say, no, I'll come to you and I say, Julie, I love you so much, but I'll not do that. No, Nigida.
But I've told you my truth. That should even sit well with you.
Exactly.
Like that. I've been so like I'm that blunt, and I'm not hiding it, because I could tell you I'll do it and I won't do it.
And yes,
Like you say no with confidence.
with confidence.
You be so assertive about your
Wants.
You stand your ground.
Yeah.
And be like, if I'm saying a yes, it's my yes.
My yes. And my heart is clean. Clean and the motive is clean. Yes.
That even if this person never comes through the way they should, I am good.
I am good. I am good. And you know the funny thing, she's give me the grace to say this. Our confidence is built on so many things. Okay? Because I drive a BMW,
Yeah.
I know I'll walk to our room and maybe by default, because I have a car, then you maybe lend me money or something. And it happens. So that's why my confidence is.
Yeah.
My position, because I'm an executive assistant to the country manager, will come and bully you. I'm like, oh, Julia, I need you right now. Do this for me.
Yeah.
And I know you'll do it. So that's where my confidence is. And it gives me the authority. Do you know why I'm acting like that? Because I have the power. I know an executive assistant to
Yes.
the country manager. You cannot challenge me. You cannot ask me to. I
Manager said so.
say it so, even if he has not. But that is my confidence.
Because that is what you're using as you.
Even when I come to you, I'll come with this boldness. Even when you're older than me
Yes.
or a
You want to
manager.
show that you're in control.
That's where my confidence comes from. So it's the same thing. Where does your confidence come
from.
from? Where does your confidence come
Where are you standing on?
What are you standing on? What do you believe in? So if my confidence is in Christ, and I know He loves me, and I know I've done everything that my God, expects it, maybe expects of me, or something like that, I'll stand from that place, honey.
Do you know, I was listening to some podcast and some gentleman said, I posted it on my status at some point, that how people feel about you is not your fault.
Yes.
Like, as long as you're doing the right thing, the right way, with the right motive, it's okay. And you are a human being. You can make mistakes. You can say no today and say yes tomorrow. It is okay. Because today it is shining. Right now it is shining. In the evening it might rain. You understand? So you being on your toes that, I may not have to change my word. Yes, you have to be a person of your word. But even when you can't keep your word, be straightforward. Don't let something keep you, don't let something keep you on your toes because you want to match up to some level that you cannot even match up to. Some of those things don't even matter. These people will never even appreciate. You will do
Or
some
maybe they don't even notice.
like that thing, that meme that has been moving around, that even the person you took a bullet for will say you stained their shirt with blood. You understand? So some people will never understand it.
No, never.
Some people will never get it. Some people will try to make you feel bad about it. Because there are people that will play on your mind. Okay, if your identity levels are up there, you're strong at it, you know who you are, you have something that you stand on, some things will not move you. But if your identity is,
You're not sure.
people will bully you.
They are true.
Somebody will say something because you didn't do something. You've seen those people who come through and every time, because they've seen you with a new hair, they feel like you should be at their level. They'll be coming to your office and be like, but you every day you have new hair. You understand? So, meanwhile, if you don't have that strong standing, you will spend 2 months without plaiting your hair. Because so and so entered and said, I'm plaiting my hair. So they may think I have a lot of money.
Yes.
They may think I'm really,
So much.
I know. Those people, they will be the same people telling you, why don't you change your hair? Meanwhile, me, I've experienced it. There's a point where people have told me, I keep changing my hair because I'm using wigs. I'm like, "Hey, you every day you have new hair." And then there's a point where someone came and told me, you need to remove that hair. And then I stopped putting on wigs. Then I changed my hair the next weekend. But at some point I asked myself, who are they? Who am I?
No, yeah.
So if I do this, what does it change? So that's what I'm saying. Someone out there, me, you, we need to stand our ground. Because people pleasing is not something you're born with.
Yeah.
You develop it at any level. The moment the devil realizes that your confidence is moved a bit, he enters in there and tells you, why don't you listen to so-and-so? They're saying the right thing. Don't do that. Don't read that. You're over-reading. You think people have not read before you. And then that's how you stop reading. That's how because someone's going to be like, you're reading like so-and-so. You're dressing like so-and-so. And you're like, okay. They may say I'm copying. I need to tone that. No, baby. No, you just have to. No. Like exactly what you say. Know who you emulate. Know who you, you know what you're standing on. And that is it. If you know, that is, as long as you're not doing something to hurt anybody, whatever you're doing is the right thing.
As long as you're a good human being.
You're doing your good, and it's not being perfect. People think you have, like I said, weather changes, so I can change. I may not be in the mood in the morning, but in the afternoon I'm smiling. But what does it cost you? Nothing. Yes, so.
But before we close, I think someone needs to hear this.
Yeah. And I'm going to, I was going to ask you to give us like your closing thought and
I'm actually just echoing what you said.
Yeah.
What I think about you doesn't matter
at all.
And it doesn't carry any weight. But what you think about yourself, what you tell yourself, it matters.
Yeah.
Because then it will determine you. It will define you.
Okay.
Okay. There's and also people need to understand.
Yes.
Failure is just an event. It's not you. It's not a person.
You can decide to stay there or you can decide to move on.
Okay? But like you said, my closing remarks. Let us go back from where it all started.
Yeah.
Take time to evaluate yourselves.
Yeah.
Identify where maybe there's a gap, where that thing that triggers you to get to that place of pleasing people and all that. Yes. And deal with it.
Yeah.
People pleasing is just a symptom. But there is a root.
Sure.
Until you uproot that thing that makes you get to the place of, wanting to fit in, to please people, to be what you're actually not, you'll never be free.
You will.
Okay?
To be a prison.
You'll be a prison. You will deal with it for some time, but then you will fall back. You will always keep on going back. When that thing triggers it, you will still go back to that person. So what can I say? Please take your time. Deal with, identify it. And once you identify what triggers that, seek support. Get all the support that you need. Deal with it. Judy, adults, I don't know why we think that, sometimes we can't learn new things. Just like babies. They don't know how to eat, they don't know how to walk. They literally don't know anything, but they learn all these things.
Yes.
Even as an adult, you can still go back. You can still learn new things. You can relearn, you can unlearn.
You can.
Okay? But bottom line,
Unlearning. I think we are doing more of learning and we're doing less of unlearning. Yeah. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much. For everyone who has taken time to watch this, please and please, if you think that what we've shared here has touched you, has changed your mind about something, you could share it. You could subscribe to the channel, and so that you can get more content like this, or you could also like it. Share a word. Guys, change doesn't come in one day.
yes,
Okay. Change the journey. Yes, change doesn't come in one day. It is moments like this that help us. You hear something today about people pleasing, tomorrow you might hear about something else. So please subscribe and keep supporting, because when you like this, it will be shared to someone else. You never know, it might change a life. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
bye-bye.